Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how I made this hockey shirt for Ace. Let's get started. So this is a shirt that we're going to be sublimating. This is 100% polyester Sport Tex long sleeve shirt from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I love the quality of this shirt. This is super nice. It's a perfect weight, and I think it's going to be perfect for Ace for the winter. I got him a youth small, and he wears right between a size 6 and 7, I would say. So this will be just perfect size for him. So as always, the first thing we need to do with any sublimation project is preheat it. So I am going to preheat this. That's just going to remove any moisture, and it also just warms up the fibers, so everything's going to transfer really nicely. Now I have my Crafters heat press. This is a 9x12 heat press, also available at Heat Transfer Warehouse. I'll have all this linked in the description below the video. But I've got this preheated to 400 degrees, and I've got my timer set on 30 seconds, which is what we're going to use to transfer the image. But for right now, I'm just doing a quick pre-press just to get any moisture out of the shirt and just to warm it up a little bit. So that's plenty of time. Okay, now we have the shirt pre-pressed. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and give this a lint roll, and I'm going to send my image to the Sawgrass printer. Now today I'm using the TexPrint R sublimation paper. This is also available at Heat Transfer Warehouse, and I'm going to put that in the printer so that the logo side of the paper is facing up, and that will ensure that it prints on the correct size. So I will go ahead and drag and drop that into my Sawgrass Smart folder, and that will start printing in just a moment. So while that's printing, let's finish preparing our shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and lint roll the area that I just pre-pressed, just to make sure that I don't have any lint on it. If you ever do a sublimation project and you end up with little blue squiggly lines, that's because you had lint on your project. So you want to make sure that your surface area is always free from any lint, from any pet hairs, from anything that could interfere with your transfer. I have a house full of golden retrievers, so dog hair is a problem. So always, always lint roll your garments. So my image is printed, and you're going to notice that it's mirrored. Whenever you're printing on a garment, you want to make sure that if you have anything that has wording or that it needs to be in a specific direction, that you click that mirror button in the print manager so that your image is mirrored. What happens is you put this down on the garment, and then if you can see through the back, I don't know if you can, but that's the image that you'll actually be looking at. So it needs to be mirrored. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit just to make it a little bit easier to manage, but you might want to keep in mind that when you are printing on your sublimation paper, if you want to make the most out of your real estate, you might want to fill this up with some other images for another shirt. Since we're just doing one for the video, I didn't do that, but that will give you more real estate on your sublimation supplies. So let's go ahead and cut this down and then apply it to the shirt. So here's my image, and I'm going to place it face down on the shirt. You should be looking at your TexPrint R logo. I'm going to place mine about 3 fingers down from the collar, and I'm kind of eyeballing it, but trying to make it as straight as possible. I'm going to use some heat transfer tape and tape this down just to make sure that it stays in place right where I want it. Now I'm going to take another piece of blowout paper, and I'm just going to place that on the inside of the shirt just to protect the back from any ink that could bleed through. I like to tape that into place too, just to make sure that it stays where I want it. So I've got my image taped down. I'm going to take it over to the press, and let's get it pressed. So over here at the press, I have my blowout paper on the bottom of my press. Always protect your press. I'm going to carefully put my image on top of the press, making sure that everything is lying nice and flat. I'm going to check that paper on the inside just to make sure it didn't bunch up or anything. And we're going to get a nice press. This is why I like to tape it down, because once you get it on your press, it's a lot harder to tell if it is a straight image. But if you tape it down, you know it's not going to move. So I'm going to top everything with another piece of blowout paper. We're going to close the press 400 degrees for 30 seconds. Now I want to reiterate that you must use Sublimation ink. There are some inkjet printers that you can convert, not all inkjet printers, but some inkjet printers you can convert to Sublimation ink, but this has to be printed with Sublimation ink. I do recommend the SG500, and you can get that at Heat Transfer Warehouse as well. Pretty much my whole setup you can get there. But I do recommend the Sawgrass. I really enjoy it, and I've been having such good results with the Sawgrass SG500. So our image is done. That was really, really fast. Let's do the big reveal. So here we go. You want to reveal it quickly, and it turned out perfect. I don't know if you can see that. It is red and black. Ace loves anything that's red. I don't know where that came from, but he loves anything that's red, and his dad is a huge hockey player, and Ace, of course, loves hockey as well. What I love about this is that that image is on there to stay. You can put this in the washer and the dryer, and it's not going to go anywhere. Sublimation ink permanently dyes polyester fabric. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to click that bell so that you're notified every time there is a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, never stop making. See ya. Bye-bye.